Let's build a quick access clicks playlist. So the idea is that we are going to have the clicks that we want the fastest access to in a live playing situation. I'm going to add a quarter note click, a 16th click, and a triplet click. So first of all, we need to create those clicks. So I'm going to go back to the main page and I'm going to create the quarter note click. So this is a quarter note click. So I'll simply save. We'll save it as quarter note click. And then I'm going to save a 16th note click. So we'll go save as 16th click. And we will change the faders down here to play all the 16th notes. So if you don't see the mixer, this button toggles the mixer and you scroll by dragging above the faders. So this one sounds like that. Now changes in the mixer are saved automatically. So this will be saved as a 16th note click already. So now I'm going to save as triplet click and change the faders for this one so that we hear the triplets. And again, those fader changes are already saved here. So now I'm going to show this in the presets menu, so you can either swipe across and choose presets, or you can tap on the name and it will take you to it in the preset library. We have the quick access playlist already loaded here. So we're going to add those new presets to it. So I'm going to click the add button, add presets to playlist, and we'll add 2 copies of the quarter note click, 2 copies of the 16th note click, and 2 copies of the triplet click, and then hit done. So why did I add 2 copies of each of these? The reason is I want to have a click that loops, one that will play indefinitely, so we can play a whole song to it. And I also want to create a count off. So we're going to set up a click that will just play 2 bars and then it will stop. So the way to do that is to tap the gear icon on the right hand side, choose repeats, and we'll choose 2 for repeats. So this preset, you can see in red, it's overridden the default loop and it will play 2 measures of this, which is 2 bars of 4/4, and then it will stop. So we want to do the same for the 16th click. So we have a loop and we're going to set the second one to stop after 2 measures. And at the bottom, you can see this progress bar. When it reaches the left-hand side, then it's finished. So finally, we'll do the same for the triplet click. We have our loop there, and then this one we will set to be 2 repeats. So this is our quick access clicks playlist. So if you're on a gig and there's a song starting that you need to count off and you want to hear a triplet click, then you find your triplet click, tap it, and hit play. If you want a quarter note click, you can tap that and click play. Now, what about the tempo for these? Well, the way to change the tempo is to simply tap on the tempo and choose your new tempo. But now when I click on one of these other presets, the tempo for that hasn't changed. So you can turn on tempo lock, which is this icon in the top of the tempo box. And you can see the tempos disappear from these clicks. And if we change it in here, that will remain no matter which preset we click on. Finally, if you're using PolyNome like this, you probably don't need the forward and backwards and the unmute buttons. So if you tap and hold the play button, you get this button picker, so we can get rid of the previous and next buttons, and we can get rid of the mute button, And maybe we want these to be a bit bigger so we can turn on big buttons. And click away from this to make it disappear. So there we have our quarter note click, our 16th note click, and our triplet click. So that's quick access clicks in PolyNome.